Man in the Fields ritual. This ritual has been passed down throughout the centuries. It originates from the British Isles during the Middle Ages, where it was viewed as devil worship by Puritans and a way to protect your home by those who knew that what was really standing in their fields was not the devil. If completed successfully, the ritual will ensure 1 year of safety, physical, fiscal, and/or mental, depending on the events that occurred during it. Here's what you'll need. A house in the countryside, preferably one with a field of crops out back. Technically, all that's required is a large backyard. The larger the better. But success has only come from houses in the countryside. You'll need a candle. Attempting to use a flashlight or a cell phone or any other electronic source of light is going to be unsuccessful, causing the light source to flicker and die after only a few seconds. This is why either a candle, an oil lamp, or any sort of non-electronic illumination is recommended. A crucifix. I'll explain why later. A watch or clock to carry around with you. Again, cell phones are not going to work during this ritual. To begin the ritual, make sure it is late enough for no one else to be around outside, and make sure that the sun has set. The being the ritual is based around will not appear if anyone other than the summoner is around to detect its presence. The earliest successful summon was around 9 o'clock. Light your candle. Go out into your yard and whisper 7 times. But who will scare the crows away? Whisper this while facing the house. On the 7th whisper, you should hear a voice from behind you say,
"That's not your biggest problem."
Upon hearing this voice, walk back to the house and do not look back. As soon as you reach the house, get inside and close the door. Now, the ritual begins. Everything in your house that can open has opened. Take your crucifix into a room with only one door. Close the door and leave it there. This is going to be your safe room in case the ritual goes wrong. Make sure all the doors, cupboards, cabinets, and whatever else that can open is closed in there. If he gets into your safe room, you are doomed. Your goal now is to close everything that has opened before your watch reaches midnight. Now, this sounds easy in theory, but think about this. Every single bag, every door, every window, every container in your house has just opened. The challenge isn't really closing them all. It's remembering them all. As you make your way through your darkened house, you will notice that out of the corner of your eye, you're going to see a man dressed in simple farmer's clothes. His skin is ash grey. Don't look at him, and whatever you do, don't look directly into his eyes. But do not be afraid of him. This is not the man in the fields. He is merely a herald, a referee of sorts, to make sure that you're closing every container. he will be following you, but he won't get in your way. Make sure not to look out into your backyard. If you do, you will notice that there is a scarecrow that was not there before. Its head is a cow's skull, and its limbs are impossibly long versions of a human being's arms and legs. While the skin on them is pale, they are not skeletal. The only thing that is missing is a head. If you fail the ritual, or do not reach your safe room in time, he will take your head. Now, the reason I was telling you to not look out at the backyard is that when you notice this scarecrow, he will also notice you. Then, he will begin to get down off his post. This is the man in the fields. If you don't look at the backyard, if you don't see the post and the scarecrow, you're going to have until midnight to complete this ritual. If you are 100% sure that everything in your house that can open has closed, make your way to bed and go to sleep. For exactly 1 year, you will have complete and total safety in everything you do, depending on when you started the ritual. If you started at 3 hours from midnight, you will only be completely physically safe. A lot of people have used this to elongate their lives past where they would normally end. People like cancer patients or the elderly. If you started 2 hours from midnight, you will not only be physically safe, but financially safe for an entire year. You could quit your job and still never have a need for money. Either you win the lottery or people just feel compelled to give you things for free. However, you will need to set up a plan for the end of the year, as your safety will wear off then, and you will lose all the money you've won. Make sure to either set up a business or make some smart investments. If you started the ritual 1 hour from midnight and somehow managed to finish it, highly unlikely. You will be completely and totally safe for 1 year. None of your actions will ever have any negative consequences. I'd tell you not to do anything immoral, but if you're going to go through your entire house in 1 hour and somehow manage to close all the boxes, doors, windows, cupboards, bags, cabinets, and drawers, then you can do whatever the hell you want. If you did look out at the backyard, if you saw the man in the fields, you won't get any of this. Not even if you manage to finish the ritual. The man in the fields will get down off his scarecrow post. He will look at you, and he will begin sprinting. You have a minute at most to get to your safe room. Run inside, lock it tight, and double check to see if everything is closed inside. You do not want him getting in. You are going to have to endure him scratching and clawing at the door, shrieking threats and promises of mercy if you open it. Whatever he says or does, do not open that door. There is no circumstance in which you should leave your safe room to confront the man in the fields. Good luck, and stay safe.
The elevator game is one of the more well-known and easier methods to enter an alternate reality. It is a Korean ritual which involves using an elevator as a vessel to enter the other world. There are many different versions of this game that have slightly altered rules to the version we will be talking about. However, for the sake of simplicity, we will only be talking about the most popular version of the ritual. What you will need: a building that has at least 10 floors overground, an elevator in the building that is capable of going 10 floors overground. You must be the only person performing this ritual. If you bring anyone else along with you, the ritual will not work. Once all of those requirements have been ticked off, you may proceed with the ritual. While you can do this ritual at any time, I recommend you do it at a time when it is less busy, for reasons that will be stated later on. The ritual. Step 1. Enter your chosen building. Step 2. Enter an elevator. Make sure you stay on the first floor. Step 3. Press the button for the 4th floor. If anyone happens to get on with you, do not continue with the ritual. This is why I suggested that you do this ritual at times which are less busy. Step 4. Once you reach the 4th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 2nd floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 5. Once you reach the 2nd floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 6th floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 6. Once you reach the 6th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 2nd floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 7. Once you reach the 2nd floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 10th floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 8. Once you reach the 10th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 5th floor. If anyone gets on the elevator, stop the ritual. Step 9. Once you reach the 5th floor, do not get out. Press the button for the 1st floor. So far, everything has been dull. You simply press some buttons, wait for the elevator to reach that floor, then pick another floor. All while praying no one else enters the elevator and ruins the ritual. However, this is when things begin to get paranormal. Step 10. A woman might enter the elevator on the 5th floor. If this happens, do not look at her. Do not speak to her. Do not touch her. She is not what she seems. If you break any of the instructions in bold, you might as well say goodbye to your normal life. And I mean it in a bad way. To put it bluntly, she will take you as one of her own. Or she may not capture you immediately and instead try to give you a good scare first before capturing you. Step 11. From here, 2 things will happen. If the elevator descends, the ritual has failed. Once the elevator arrives at the 1st floor, get out and leave the building immediately without comment, and do not turn back whatsoever. You can try the ritual again. If the elevator ascends, you may continue with the ritual. If you are beginning to have second thoughts about this ritual, this is your last chance to stop. To end this ritual, press the button for the first floor before the elevator passes the 9th floor. Once you reach the first floor, leave the building without comment and do not turn back. Once the elevator reaches the 10th floor, you have 2 options. 1, you can stay aboard the elevator. 2, you can leave the elevator. Should you choose to leave the elevator, you will need to stay vigilant. You can become easily disorientated in the other world. Reports have varied of what is in this dimension. Some reports have included a dark red cross in the sky, and that electronic devices, such as phones, stop working. The lights may also be shut off, and there might be a strange mist filling the floor. However, the most prominent feature of this twisted reality is that there will only be you and the woman who entered the elevator. How to exit the alternate reality. Exiting the alternate reality is just as easy as entering it. However, the instructions will vary depending on if you decided to leave the elevator or not. If you chose to stay aboard the elevator, Step 1. Press the button for the first floor. Step 2. Once you have reached the first floor, leave the building and do not turn back. If you chose to leave the elevator, Step 1. Enter the same elevator you used to enter the other world. Step 2. Go to the following floors in the order shown: 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. Do not get out when the doors open. Step 3. Once you have reached the 5th floor, press the button for the first floor. Step 4. The elevator might ascend to the 10th floor. If this happens, cancel the ascension by pressing the button for the first floor repeatedly until the elevator starts descending. Do this before the elevator reaches the 10th floor. Step 5. Once you have reached the first floor, do not get out just yet. Take a look around the area outside the elevator. Are there people? If so, are they reacting normally? Does anything seem out of place? If you feel you have not returned to the normal reality, repeat steps 2 to 4 until you are certain you have left the other world. Step 6. If you have been correct about your judgment and have returned to our normal reality, leave the building without comment and head home immediately without looking back. Step 7. If you have been incorrect about your judgment and have decided to leave the elevator, I'm sorry. The only advice I can give you is to hurry back to the elevator. If you somehow lose track of the elevator or you get caught by something, get comfy, as you will probably never return back home. Final notes. If you faint while you are in the other world, you will wake up at your house. However, make sure you look around when you wake up. You might still be in the other world. As stated previously, do not look, touch, or speak to the woman. Her appearance could be an illusion to try and trick you. Make sure you keep a note of these instructions, as electronic devices may not work. Conclusion. This page should have given knowledge on how to survive the elevator game should you foolishly decide to play this game. Of course, you should not do this ritual at all, or any other ritual on this wiki, as a matter of fact. However, if you are dared to play this game and do not want to be called a chicken by your friends, then this guide should massively help you. Just stay safe, okay?
bath game, formerly known as Daruma-san, is an old game involving summoning a ghost from a bathtub, which then follows you all day. Playing Daruma-san can result in very bad things happening to you, even death. Things you're going to need: a bathroom with a bathtub. That's it. 1. Before you go to bed, take off all of your clothes. Enter the bathroom. Fill up the bathtub and turn out all the lights. Sit in the middle of the bathtub whilst facing the faucet or tap. Close your eyes and wash your hair. As you're washing your hair, you should repeat these words: Daruma-san fell down. Daruma-san fell down. Do not stop repeating this until you finish washing your hair. Your eyes must remain shut as you do this. As you wash your hair, you will picture a Japanese woman standing in the bathtub. She will slip and fall onto a rusty tap, gouging her eye out, killing her. You will hear a sound coming from behind you, or feel a movement in the bath. Do not turn around. Do not peek. You have finally summoned the ghost. You will feel her presence as she emerges out of the bathtub. Ask out loudly, "Why did you fall in the bathtub?" You can get out of the bathtub now. Make sure your eyes remain shut. Make sure not to slip or trip as you get out of the bath. Do not drain the water until the next morning. Shut the door behind you. It is now safe to open your eyes. Remember, keep the water in the bathtub until morning. Do not turn on any lights. Go to bed. What the woman looks like. This woman is a ghostly figure, and she will follow you all day. She wears tattered and stained white clothes, and she has black hair. She has, of course, only one eye. Her left eye is wide open and bloodshot. Her right eye is missing, leaving only a bloody, hollow eye socket. As for playing the game, when you wake up in the morning, the game has officially begun. Your day will feel normal until you feel the presence of the one-eyed woman glancing over your right shoulder. When you turn around, she will not be there. She will get closer and closer as your day goes on. Do not, under any circumstances, allow her to catch you. If the one-eyed woman is getting too close to you, you should shout, "Tomare," which means stop. Then run away fast. This will put some distance between you and the woman. You must end this game before midnight. Otherwise, she will simply continue stalking you and eventually appear in your dreams to kill you. Ending the game. To end the game, You must catch a glimpse of the one-eyed woman and shout, "Gita," which means, "I cut you loose," while swinging your arm in a chopping motion. The game will end, and the one-eyed woman will not follow you anymore. Rules. Do not open your eyes when the ghost first appears. Do not let the one-eyed woman trip you when you leave the bathtub. Do not re-enter the bathroom after you leave it. Do not drain the bath until morning. Do not let the one-eyed woman catch you. Please note, this game is very dangerous. It can get you killed. It is important that you play with caution. One-man hide-and-seek, aka one-man tag, is a ritual for contacting the dead. The spirits, which are wandering restless on the earth, are always looking for bodies to possess. In this ritual, you will summon such a spirit by offering it a doll instead of a human body. Warning: if you have certain psychic abilities, you may feel unwell or be prone to accidents during this ritual. Things you need: one stuffed doll. It must have limbs. Rice, enough to stuff the doll full. One needle and one crimson thread. One pair of nail clippers. One sharp-edged tool, such as a knife, glass shard, or scissors. One cup of salt water. Natural salt is always best. A bathroom with a bathtub and some form of counter. A hiding place, preferably a room purified by incense. There must be a television in there too. Preparation. Step 1. Take out whatever the doll is stuffed with. Once all its stuffing is removed, restuff it with rice. Step 2. Clip off a few pieces of your hair and put them inside the doll. Sew up the opening with the crimson thread. When you finish sewing, tie up the doll with the rest of the thread. Step 3. Go to the bathroom and fill your bathtub with water. Step 4. Return to your hiding place and put the cup of salt water on the ground. Now, how to do this ritual. Step 1. Give a name to your doll. The name can be any but your own. Step 2. When the time is 3 a.m., say, your name is the first it to the doll 3 times. Step 3. Go to the bathroom and put the doll into the water-filled tub. Step 4. Turn off all the lights in your house. Go back to the hiding place and switch on the television. Step 5. After counting to 10 with your eyes closed, return to the bathroom with the edged tool in your hand. Step 6. Go to the bathtub and say to the doll, "I have found you," the doll's name. Stab the doll with the edged tool. Step 7. Say, "You are the next it," the doll's name, as you take the doll out of the bathtub and leave it on the counter in the bathroom. Step 8. As soon as you have put the doll down, run back to your hiding place and hide. How to finish. Step 1. Pour half the cup of salt water into your mouth. Don't drink it. Just keep it there. Step 2. Get out of your hiding place and start looking for the doll. The doll is not necessarily in the bathroom. Whatever happens, do not spit out the salt water. Step 3. When you find the doll, pour the rest of the salt water in the cup over it. Then, spit out the salt water in your mouth onto it as well. Step 4. Say, "I win," 3 times over. This is supposed to end the ritual. After this, make sure you dry the doll, burn, and discard it later. Most important, please do not stop this ritual halfway. You must do it through to the end. This is a dangerous ritual, and I will not be responsible for what happens to you if you try it. A few other things to keep in mind. Do not leave your house until you have done the finishing ritual. You must turn off every single light in your house when told to do so. You must keep quiet while hiding. You do not need to put the salt water in your mouth during the beginning. You only need to do that during the finishing ritual. Remember, if you're living with someone, you might be putting them in danger too. Keep the ritual under 2 hours, or else the spirit will grow too strong to remove. For safety reasons, it might be best to keep all the doors in the house unlocked, including your front door. Also, have some friends close by, so that they can come and help you out at a moment's notice, if ever you need them to. Keeping a mobile phone close at hand would be a good idea too. Some further notes. 1. The rice represents innards, and also has the role of attracting spirits. 2. The crimson thread represents a blood vessel. It seals the spirits up inside the doll. 3. By cutting the thread off, you break the seal and release the spirits you have trapped. 4. If you go out of the hiding place without salt water, you may encounter something wandering around in your house, which may very well harm you in some way. The way to feel the presence of something wandering around is to watch what happens to the television. The video clip, which you can find linked in the description below, shows the changes seen to the television after 40 minutes into the ritual. You can hear the changes in the sound. It becomes unsteady, repeats itself like a broken record, and becomes warped towards the end.
There is a legend circulating around the television industry about Channel Infinity. Channel Infinity is hard to get to, and reports vary as to what it actually is. I will tell you how to get there and then what to do. Acquire a television, preferably analog for the best experience, and the older, the better. Acquire a remote control. It does not have to go with the television you're using. Turn on the TV and set it to a channel that is static, or just a plain black screen if you are using a digital TV. Basically, any channel you do not receive. Leave the room for about 3 hours. If you have a significant other in the house, have them with you. It is also best to call over a few friends. During those 3 hours, you should acquire a few items. I will list them in order from the most important to the least. Note that none of these are mandatory, but they help. You will want an item that you hold dear, 2 handheld mirrors, a firearm or other weapon, a favorite book, a mobile communications device, a key, a sledgehammer or pickaxe. After roughly 3 hours have passed, re-enter the room. Have everyone else wait outside the door and close it. Stare at the static or blank screen or whatever you set the TV to until you feel disoriented or freaked out. Then call the others into the room. Give the item that you hold dear to the person that you care about the most in the room. Then instruct them to leave. If you did not grab an item that you hold dear, hug that person and whisper a secret in their ear. Send them back out and command them to not come back in no matter what until you open the door again. This will be harder for them if there are more people, but it will be safer for you. Trust me. Hold the mirror so that one is reflecting the television screen into the other and the second is reflecting you, so it looks as if the television is behind you. Stay like this until a question appears on the screen. If you did not grab the mirrors, then sit in a chair facing away from the TV until you hear a noise. Grab the remote. There will be a question on the screen. Press channel up to answer yes, channel down to answer no. There will be anywhere from 3 to 26 questions, if reports are to be trusted. The questions will be anywhere from trivial to deep, philosophic, personal questions. Answer truthfully, or you will not succeed in reaching Channel Infinity. After the questions, one of 3 things will happen. 1. Your favorite show of all time will come on, but in the episode, all of the characters will be heart-wrenchingly killed. 2. You will see a picture of your least favorite person or thing ever. This is where you use the firearm or other weapon. Break the TV screen with the weapon. It will then fix itself. This is obviously the easiest of the 3 things. 3. A strange shimmery vortex will surround you, and you will be pulled into an alternate dimension. If you find yourself here, here's what to do. You will be in a twisted replica of your house. Go to your room, where you will find the 4 items listed that you will need for this part. Take them. Exit your house. Outside will be a more evil-looking version of our world, with a red sky, gray sun, dark orange plants, and an ever-present thin vermilion mist. You must go to the nearest public building, i.e., a school, mall, gas station, etc. Use the key on the door and enter. It will fit the lock. If you did not get a key, climb in through a window. Upon entering, Find a room with only one entrance. Sit down and begin reading the book. If you did not get a book, just sit down and be bored/scared. You will hear footsteps outside of the door sometime within the next hour. Don't look up from the book. After you can no longer hear the footsteps, count to 250 out loud. Every 10 numbers, you will hear another footstep closer and closer to the door. Upon reaching 250, you will hear a knock on the door. If there are 3 knocks, open the door. If there are 4, say, "I forbid you," twice, and then open the door. You will see a stone statue of someone you love deeply outside of the door. It could be a family member, best friend, romantic partner, or even a fictional character. Smash its head to bits with a sledgehammer or pickaxe. If it is a female, also destroy the left hand. If you did not get the hammer or pick, push the statue over. Exit the building from the entrance you came in through. It will be night. Look at the moon. It will be either pink or green, and either full or half. If it is pink and half, pull out the phone and call your third most recent contact. If it is pink and full, pull out the phone and dial a random number. Before they pick up, bite through your tongue. If you did not get the device, pretend to do the things above. If it is green and half, strip off all your clothing and sprint back to your house. Don't look behind you no matter what. If it is green and full, to put it bluntly, you're screwed. You'll be dead within half an hour. If it is one of the first 3, you will wake up in front of the television and you can continue the ritual. After this, you will have reached channel infinity. What you do now is up to you. If you go to the guide function, you will see shows listed such as The Meaning of Life or How to Acquire True Love. Choose one. The amount of people you have outside the door with you determines the revelations in the shows. The more people, the better chance you have of seeing shows with life-changing results. Or, if you keep watching the static without going to the guide or breaking eye contact with the television, you will see a series of images that will, if deciphered, reveal the answer to your greatest question. There are, at this point, many options. Too many to write here. Just do what you feel like you must, and something will happen. The overwhelming majority of things will be good, but some will be bad. You may leave the room at any point. However, there are 2 catches. You may never speak of what you learned after accessing Channel Infinity, and you may only reach Channel Infinity 4 times in your life. I hope you find the experience enlightening.